Over on the Flight Radar channel, I'm putting out a series of videos from my epic early summer trip across Greenland and northern Canada. This Canadian North flight on the 737 Combi was at the tail end of that, and I wanted to bring you all a video about the experience on this bonus flight right at the end. Time for one more flight today, leaving Yellowknife on the way to Edmonton, about an hour and a half down, again on Canadian North, but this time we're on the 737 Combi, and that means it's cargo in the first half of the airplane, passenger seats in the back, and also I noticed it's got the old livery, the polar bear one, which is kind of nostalgic. It's how I picture some of their older planes when they used to have the 200s, which they retired recently. This one is a 300, I believe, Combi. Gonna check on that and put it down here. If it's wrong, I'll correct it, or maybe some of you can correct me. But anyway, if you want to see any of the Flight Radar 24 videos I've done about Canadian North and others on this Canadian and Greenland Arctic adventure, I'll put all those links down there too. This one I'm doing for my channel, passenger experience purely, and heading down to Edmonton, a new place for me. All of this super fun to be doing. About time to board that polar bear adorned 737. Let's go do it. I had no special access on today's flight. I was jammed into the back row, but hey, it's all in a day's work. Let's go to Edmonton. You know, I recently did a flight in the back row of a 737-200, and while the 300 is a bit quieter, it's still pretty damn loud. This brought me back to childhood flying these things, often stuck in the back because I wasn't flying much business class in those days. Good memories. So, enjoy the takeoff. This is a pretty quick and uneventful flight, but we do enjoy a setting sun reflecting over the enormous Great Slave Lake. And we also get a hot meal. I mentioned it in my Flight Radar video about the 737 from Iqaluit to Yellowknife, but it turns out Canadian North is famous up here for serving hot meals. There was a WestJet flight leaving for Edmonton just after us, and you can bet they were not getting anything of the sort. The cabin crew was actually the same group I had on my last Canadian North flight. They're really lovely people, and I saw them going out of their way to help other passengers out and just generally be kind to them. It's so nice to see that. And that was pretty much a constant up in Canada from all the flights I did. I tell you what, looking up at that wall separating the back half of the plane from the front half is pretty wild. In case you're unfamiliar, that's what a Combi is like. The front half is reserved for cargo. Fun to be on the Combi and right down the back. It was a little full, and I still don't like being in the back row. So much prefer being toward the front. On the Combi, the one downside is that you cannot look back at the engines no matter what, unless you're a box. So That's something to consider, but still super cool, unusual experience to be on a Combi. I wonder how many of these there are in the world. It must be so few. Anyway, as people deplane here, because I got on it was already full, I want to try and see if I can get a quick shot of the cabin empty, run up to that bulkhead wall, touch it real quick before deplaning, and getting some sleep. 12 hours from now, roughly, I have a Porter E2 out to Montreal, 4-hour flight, so totally different from everything else I've been doing so far. Brand new airplane, quite a premium experience from what I can see, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video so that one comes up in your feed as well. And thank you as always for watching and supporting me in this. A few more passengers left and I can get up there and get my last shots. See you soon. So interesting. This is the bulkhead wall. It's very sturdy. All the cargo goes in front of this, and we got row 10, I guess, is where the seating starts, right over the wing. You get this tiny little cabin, even tinier than normal with this 300. Sure, I'll get off. Yeah. Did you? No, you're all right. Did you actually want to be in it, by the way? So I can, yeah.
Go.
Canadian North, the best people. Amazing cabin crew, thank you so much. See you soon.